Hi guys, Happy New Year, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews. Yes, what you just saw there was the new look intro that I did using the in-video AI app. But enough about that. It's time to put the year of 2024 into review. And I'm going to do things differently to the way I review 2023. So, I'm just going to pick a few of the videos that I think would be in my favorites list for the whole of 2024 and just do those in review. Now, of course, to look back over the course of the year and find which videos I think would stand out among all the rest. Well, let's start then by giving the spotlight to this very show that you're watching right now, as this show, Semajical Reviews, over the course of 2024, hit not only 100 and 150, but also 200 episodes. And I'd have to say the favourite episode out of all the episodes I produced in 2024 would have to be the Mission Impossible, the first trilogy of films reviewed. Now, that was originally meant to be a review of the 6 films, but then I realised it was going to take me longer to watch the second half of that set, so I cut it down to the first half of the films in that set. Now, don't worry, 4, 5 and 6 will still be reviewed. I'm not going anywhere. In terms of the other review shows, well, I have to say the favourite whole project out of all of that over the course of the year would be the review time reviews, where I review the first 130 episodes of the Tweenies. And that seemed to be the favourite of you guys out there in the audience in terms of review shows. So yeah, thanks for helping me decide. Now let's move out of the review show territory into the Toy World saga. Now, I started quite a few shows in 2024 for that. And I'm going to pick one of the most recent shows as a favourite, based off the Tweenies. It is, of course, Playtime with the Tweenies. The whole first season is already available. There will be all 5 episodes of that, and then their introduction into the Cuddlesmere series as well. Boy, I had so much fun making those 5 episodes. And I can't wait to make more of them. Now, other series within that franchise. The Dolls of Dorchester sailed through new grounds, even introducing 2 new dolls as characters. Well, yeah. In the actual show itself, we have Wednesday introduced in Series 3, and Featherboa Barbie, as I call her, introduced in Series 4 or 5. And all of that was fun to make. I mean, I can't wait to do more this year. But this is a review of 2024. So, now, 2024 was also a year of experimentation. Oh no, another favourite project of mine that I made during last year for the Toy World Saga would have to be the 2-episode Christmas special. Especially the second part where I introduced most of the new toys. Now, of course, Actionton. I began production of an Actionton movie in 2024. That will continue into this year. As for Series 5 of Actionton, more episodes of that will be on the way. Okay, now there's lots of shows to actually update you on for that. And in review for those other shows, let's just say for most of them, or all of them, Mr. Bean plush comedy. Well, there's just a series of short Mr. Bean episodes, most of which should be him on his own or with his teddy, but I haven't put his teddy in the series for some reason. Some of my favourite episodes of that were when he met other characters. Yes, so I'm breaking new grounds with that series. Now, for some magical story time, I have to say some of my favourite episodes of the year, of last year, that is, 2024, for that, would have to be... Pardon me. Well, I think they'd have to be the stories from my life segments. Pardon me. All of those episodes. Now, we're going to get out into the year of experimentation, 2024, with all the AI content I put out. And I'd have to say my favourite AI content would have to be... Well, it's a toss-up between the 2 main series I'm uploading episodes for. There's the Danielle Smith series, and then there's Semagically AI. Now, Semagically AI being the main series of AI videos on the channel. Series 1 of that broke new grounds with the first 35 episodes, and some of my favourite episodes of that would have to be the Halloween ones I made. Some of them based on even stories that I had written and previously read on the previous show I talked about. Okay. As for the Danielle Smith series, the first 15 episodes of that make up Series 1. And it goes all the way from Danielle Smith and the Time Machine to Danielle Smith's Christmas Adventure. So, and I have to say my favourite episodes of that series would have to be the Danielle Smith and Imagination Land story. Yeah. Pardon me. So, let's not forget that. Now, for some magical adventures, well, I'm gonna have to outright say this. My favourite episode of that from 2024 would be the very last one filmed of that year. On the 22nd of... No, sorry, the 25th, I think it was, of November. A very special day. That was the trip me and my brother, younger brother that is, my brother Sean took into Pompey to go and see Wicked. And also just to have a good time in general looking round. And yeah. Now, of course, moments that I didn't mention that were my favourites of the year would still have a mention within this as things that happened on the channel in 2024. Like, starting three new reading series. The David Walliams series, reading from the public domain, which will continue, and the Beano series, all of which will continue into the year. I think I also did start a new series. No. Wait. I've just mentioned three things that happened off channel. Because those series can't appear on the channel for one good reason. And I think you know what reason that is. Well, reading from the public domain can, because the books I'm reading are from the public domain, but the others can't. Whoops. And copyright reasons would be the reason why they can't appear. So yeah. It's just not worth the risk of getting the channel into trouble, you see. So, anyway, I think I'm going to make that it for 2024 in review. The reviews of movies, TV shows, and other things will begin next time. So, what will I be reviewing in the next episode, you might be wondering? Well, you'll have to wait and see. Oh, I didn't mention Game Central. No, I mean, I didn't mention Semajical Gaming. Well, that's probably because I make so many episodes of that in a year that I don't think I'll be able to pick a favourite project for it. So, or a favourite episode of the year. I'll just say everything I've made for that over the course of 2024 is good enough on its own merit. So, as for what I'm going to be reviewing in the next episode, you'll have to wait and see. And until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have us a magical time. Hi all. Hi, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, the show where I review films, TV shows, that's whole seasons and episodes and specials, the occasional toy, and much more. So, guys, we're back on the subject of South Park for this review, specifically show's 11th season, which originally aired on Comedy Central in 2007 for 14 episodes, taking the show's total at that point to 167 episodes. And this season has some bangers for episodes in it, let me tell you. Episodes like Night of the Living Homeless. Yes, a parody of Night of the Living Dead using homeless people as the zombies. Need I say more? Le Petit Tourette. Yeah, it's a very sensitive subject matter, that one. I think you can work out for yourselves what that's about. Anyway. The Imagination Land trilogy. My personal favourite story arc from the whole season. And yes, that was edited together into a movie as well. And it was the first time any bit of South Park media had been presented on home media uncensored. until the DVD set for this season came out. The first time an entire season had been presented that way on home media. Yeah. So those are just some of the storylines you'll find in this season. All 14 episodes are good in their own way, although one that might be a bit of an uncomfortable watch on first viewing is the 9th episode of this season, More Crap. I think you can figure out why. Yeah. But until... Okay, guys, so, I'll just do the reviews of these whole seasons, really, to handpick a few of my favourite storylines from each season. I don't normally go over ones that I wanna... that I make a point to say, or I make a point of saying that may be a bit uncomfortable to watch on first viewing, or any viewing after that. Anyway, regardless of any episodes that may offend, or anything else, this is a brilliant season. And I'll imagine, you get it, that there'll be something for you guys to like in there too. And if you've never seen the show before, go and give it a watch. I can recommend the show. Perhaps not highly enough. And this season in general, if there are episodes that you've seen but don't like, just stick to the ones you do like, okay? So, anyway, that's it for this review. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a Semajical time. Hi guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, the show where I review just about anything, as long as it's appropriate. Well, what is appropriate for this time of year is Valentine's Day. I've reviewed some South Park. I've reviewed lots of South Park on here before, some episodes plus full seasons. And in fact, last time I reviewed season 11 of South Park. This time I'm reviewing the relationship between Stan Marsh and Wendy Testerberger from the same show. Now, right from the word go, in the very first episode, we know that Stan has a thing for Wendy by the way he crushes on her. Now, how did they show a crush in a cartoon? By a wide splitting smile that goes from ear to ear, and hearts dancing around the heads. Also, whenever she speaks to him, blech, yeah, he throws up. Okay. Well, that bit of it does get better as time goes on. And their relationship actually hits a couple of speed bumps during the first season. The first speed bump is in the Halloween episode Pink Eye, where she ditches him over their costume. And to dress up as Chewbacca instead. Well, he ends up dressing as Raggedy Andy. She, by the way, was supposed to dress up as Raggedy Ann. Are you with me? So that's the first speed bump. They get over that once everything with the zombies has ended. The second speed bump in that season is during the Valentine's episode Tom's Rhinoplasty, when the boys have a new substitute teacher named Ms. Ellen, voiced by Natasha Henstridge from Species. Now, Wendy gets jealous for a bizarre reason in this episode. And a bizarre reason that I don't think I should go into. So we're going to move on. Okay. Now, from there, the relationship goes through its ups and downs. And this culminates in her breaking up with him in the episode Raisins from season 7. And him getting all depressed about it. We're going to move on. Yeah, so they get back together in season 11 at the end of it in the episode The List. Yeah. How seriously do girls take their list making? Very seriously, if it's South Park you're talking about. Then during season 12, their relationship is back on the right track, so to speak. But then, oh dear, in season 20, there's a whole plot about Scancom42, an internet troll. And fearing that any of the boys could be it, they suspect Cartman, and rightly so. All the girls dump their boyfriends. Yeah, including Wendy. And, well, everything is sorted out by the end, and they get back together with... So they get back together again. Okay. Now, these are animated children we're talking about here, so... It's not real love, really, is it? But, you know... Because do they end up together in the post-COVID future? No, they don't. Sorry. Now, I know, to get a better explanation of how this all goes down throughout the series, you're better off watching it for yourself. And if it's not your thing, well, that's fine. But this is actually the first of the relationship shown between a young, between two characters in this show. I know, the other one I could have chosen was Tweak and Craig. And I will cover that one on a future Valentine's Day. So, right now, guys, this is one of the best elements of South Park. And only Matt Stone and Trey Parker could have written it. So now, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching, and have us a magical time. Hey guys, welcome back to Semajical Reviews. Now, I hope you enjoyed my review on Stan and Wendy's relationship. That's from South Park, by the way, for the Valentine special this year. But we're back to the normal episodes now, and I'm going to be reviewing Bernard's Watch Series 3. The third series of this CITV show originally aired in 1999 to 2000, or just 1999, 13 episodes were what we were treated to. So that took us up to around 30 by the end of this series. And let's just say that some of the situations Bernard finds himself in during this series include finding his friend Karen's lost rabbit, trying to find another birthday present for her, which is actually the episode the series starts on, and getting his watch stolen by a criminal who just happens to be a new neighbor of his, and being accused by the postman who first brought him the watch of being the one to go out and do these deeds. Well, this, of course, all culminates throughout the series in a New Year's Eve special by the end, in which time gets a reset and Bernard gets a new watch. Or his watch is reset after having had to be frozen due to the criminal's escapades. Now also, EastEnders fans out there might recognise the actor who plays the new neighbour/criminal I'm talking about, as he plays Dirty Den in that series, or did play. It's Leslie Grantham. Yeah, so now what we get here though is another 13 episodes of pure excellence. And the series is definitely well worth a watch if you've never seen it before. Now, for a third series out of 5 in the original run, but out of 7 overall because there was a reboot, this is an excellent midweek thing. Yeah, you could watch a series a day. So this is an excellent series, and there will be reviews of series 4, 5, 6, and 7 eventually. If you've seen the show, if you're from the UK, viewers, and you've seen the show yourself, let me know in the comments below what your opinions are. I'll be interested to know. So, as for the next review, well, you'll have to wait and see what that's going to be, because even I don't know yet. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have us a magical time. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Semajical Reviews, the show where I review just about everything. Not exactly, though. And does anyone out there like David Williams? Oh, I see a show of hands. And has anyone read his book, The Boy in the Dress? Yeah? Well, did you know that the BBC did a film adaptation for Christmas in 2014? Oh, you didn't know that? Or maybe some of you did, and some of you didn't? Well, they did, and that's what I'm reviewing here today. The 2014 BBC One film version of the David Williams book, The Boy in the Dress. Now, the film tells the story of a boy named Dennis Sims, who comes from a broken home. He lives with his now hardened-hearted dad, who won't allow any mention of their mum under his roof because she walked out on them, and his older brother John. And now, he actually buddies up with his classmate, Lisa, and she convinces him to wear a dress that she's made. Yeah, she does fashion along the side. And so basically this is a story of a boy who cross-dresses to make himself feel more comfortable. Wow. Okay. Okay. Um whatever floats your boat, I guess. Now, the book was published in 2008, 6 years before the BBC made the film adaptation. And for those wondering, yes, I do have the DVD of the film. So, and it is a very funny story. Now, people we meet along the way include Dennis's best friend, whose name I've forgotten, and the captain of his school football team, Gareth, and Raj, the shopkeeper. And in fact, he's in just about all of David Williams' comedy novels. And I'm not going to say he's in exactly all of them, but he's in all the ones that have been adapted. So, what should we call this? The Rajverse? Now, while this was the first book David Walliams wrote for children, the first novel he wrote, and was the first book also to be adapted, well, I've never read the book, but I will do eventually. But the film itself is excellent, in my opinion. And no other comedian turned author could write a book this funny and have it adapted into a BBC film. I can't judge how funny the book is because I've never read it, but I can, however, judge how funny this film is. It is laugh out loud funny. And there's plenty more where this one came from. Because they made 6 more of David Walliams' books into films. And I'm going to review them all. The films of them, anyway. So, not all in a row, though. So, you've heard my opinion of this film. If you've seen it yourselves, guys, let me know in the comments what you thought. And until next time, well, I don't know what I'm going to be reviewing next time because I haven't decided yet. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until then, thanks for watching, and have a Semajical time. My most valued audience. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where I review mainly movies and TV shows, but on the occasion there will be a book review and a toy or a toy review. Now, today is Mother's Day here in the UK, and as I've done for the last 2 years, now for the 3rd year in a row, I'm doing a Mother's Day special for Semajical Reviews. And this year, I've chosen to go down the fictional route and review and compare 2 fictional mums. Now, you've seen the thumbnail, you know who those mums are already. So let's just get on with the first one, shall we? Now, it's 1 animated and 1 live action. So the first one is... yeah. Let's go for the animated mum first, shall we? And no, it's not Marge Simpson. It's not any of the South Park mums. It's Chi-Chi, mother of Gohan and Goten in the Dragon Ball franchise. She's one of the many mothers I could have picked from this franchise, because I could easily have picked Videl or Bulma, or even Bulma's mum, Miss Briefs. But no, I chose Chi-Chi. And she, as I just said, is the mother of Goku's sons, Gohan and Goten. She's a loving mother. Of course, she grew up as a fighter, which is where she first met Goku. And at the start of Dragon Ball Z, we see her as mum to Gohan for the first time. And we know from the outset that she loves her son deeply and wants him to study to become a scholar when he grows up. She doesn't want him fighting, so she doesn't let him train. And as the series goes on, and he starts going off to actually fight bad guys and then in tournaments, she warms to the idea of him being a fighter. She is one of these mums in fiction that is a badass mum because of her background in martial arts. And I bet you didn't expect me to cover an anime mum as my animated pick. Well, Chi-Chi is actually one of the best mums in animated history, and has one of the best fictional mums ever created. And we have Akira Toriyama to thank for this. So, sadly, he's no longer with us. So, anyway, so that's my review on Chi-Chi. Who's the live action mum, you might be wondering? Well, of course, I was gonna pick Molly Weasley, wasn't I, from Harry Potter? Of course, it couldn't have been any mum from that franchise, but the only truly loving mum from that franchise for a long while was Molly Weasley. She's the mother of 7 children: Bill, Charlie, Percy, Fred, George, Ron, and Ginny. And a loving surrogate mother to one Harry James Potter. Yes, so she loves all of her children 100%. There's no question of that. She wants them to do well in school, and she loves Harry like she's her own, which is not surprising because of how motherly she is towards him. She sends him his first Christmas gifts and inducts him into the Weasley family with a Weasley jumper and a box of homemade fudge. So, from that point on, he becomes the de facto 10th Weasley child. Okay. And Molly is also, she is quite the badass mum herself, and one of the best mums from any live action fantasy work. Of course, she originated from the Harry Potter books, so we have to acknowledge this as well. And who created this badass of a mum? J.K. Rowling, of course. Yeah. So, and I don't care what you guys have to say about the lady. She's not what you think she is. Just shut up about her, alright? For those of you who think she is that, just shut up. I'm not interested in hearing it. Okay. um, anyway. So, 2 badass fictional mums. Now, of course, Molly Weasley has this going for her as well. Spoilers to anyone who hasn't seen the Deathly Hallows yet. I'll give you some time to click away because when Fred dies in the Deathly Hallows, she stands up to protect Ginny from Bellatrix. But James, Bellatrix is also a mum, come, the cursed child. No, she is not. The Cursed Child is horribly written fan fiction. It doesn't count. Sorry. Anyway. Anyway, so 2 badass fictional mums. I know I could have included a lot more to make this a more special length episode. I could have done 3 animated mums and 3 live action ones. But I chose to just cover one of each instead. So, and of course I wanted to choose good fictional mums. Which is why I never chose any of the mums from South Park. Yeah, there you go. Because they're all bad fictional mums. Yeah, there you go. Also why I never chose Lois Griffin. Because she's a bad fictional mum. Anyway, that's it for this Mother's Day special. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And well, join me for the next episode. You'll have to wait till then to find out what I'm going to be reviewing. Until then, thanks for watching and have a magical time.